Hi, welcome back to Rohrich Knows Podcast. Let me know how you like the podcast, what topics you like, what you don't like, what you'd like me to talk about, and just DM me or give me your comments on the YouTubes or the podcast. And 2025 is going to be energizing. And let's start with the 5 procedures, what's in and what's out. And I'm going to talk in this segment about really the 5 plastic surgery procedures that are kind of on the way out and really have seen their better times. And really the theme of the entire 2025 is going to be the invisible beauty trend. And I've just given a little hint of that in a short YouTube that I posted around New Year's, and talks a little bit about why this is so important. The invisible beauty. And really, this should be the byline going forward from 2025 and on. But let's talk about the things that are out, or that have lost their popularity. And, I think there are like 5 main ones. I think the BBL, the buttock lift, is definitely less popular, and certainly it's become a lot safer, and it's done more in proportionality. And the pillow face, that's out. Too much filling. I mean, you can see even all of the influencers and the Kardashians, they've taken out fillers and everything else. And buccal fat removal, mainly in patients that shouldn't have had it to begin with, because they make them look older. And then overdone brows, overdone facelifts, and then extreme body and breast contouring. Out with the crazy and in with the natural. Remember, out with the crazy, in with the natural. So Brazilian butt lifts, BBLs and more. Initially they were not done well, and there was a higher mortality, and that really made us all take aback. But then rational plastic surgeons like Dr. Del Vecchio did the science and showed how you can do it safely and effectively and very well done. And now it's more in proportionality. And I think, out with the big overdone buttocks and more with the shape and contouring, that you can now see a much more natural looking buttock that actually isn't overdone. And I think that's really what we want, is something that looks natural. And then the second one is the overdone facial fillers. My goodness, we just swung that pendulum. Celebrities like Courtney Cox and the Kardashians, they all started removing fillers, their lips and everywhere else, and it makes them look more natural. And actually, it looks better. Less is more. And, like you can see this, and when you look at this, and you can see how more natural she looks when she took fillers out of her cheeks, out of her lips, and just allowed them to just give us her natural beauty. And then buccal fat removal. I think buccal fat can be removed in those patients that have fat in this area and that bulges. And I think that's the most important thing. And if they don't have fat in this area, because this is where the buccal fat is, you shouldn't remove it. Because if you do, it makes people look older. And you can see some representative examples of that. Some have had surgery, some have had not. And removal buccal fat in patients that didn't need it in the beginning makes them look older. And you can see that in patients, because a sign of beauty and youthfulness is a youthful full face, not a stricken, almost cadaveric type look. And I would refer you back to a previous podcast where I talked about exactly that. When, who, and how. And this is a great podcast that we talk in depth about this entire thing. And then overdone brows and faces, they just don't look short long-term, they look terrible. So, we just have to get back to making people look humanoid. Remember, we want to make sure that we stay as Homo sapiens, not another species. That's too crazy. So doing things that look weird or abnormal is not a good look. And really, it's hard to reverse. So you have a natural, invisible type lift, like this beautiful patient. She's over a year post-op, and she looks beautiful. This is my patient. She had a face and eyes and just looks natural. And that's really what your goal should be. You should have that wow, natural look. And that's really what you want, that's sustainable. And the same with breast and body contouring. I think the trend is to be less aggressive in putting in big implants and doing extreme contouring. I think that's not a good look. The good look is not to say, wow, I can see, you know, you're looking not at their face, but at their body and breasts. That's not the thing you want. So the key and lessons from 2024 that were learned very, very, very rapidly is being safe, being natural, being invisible, and really focusing on more natural, sustainable, long-term solutions. That's really, I think, the focus of 2025 and beyond. So if you like this, you're going to really enjoy my upcoming podcast called The Invisible Lift, the future, and really what we have in store for us in 2025. So give me your thoughts, give me your comments. Until next time, stay visible, stay natural, and stay safe.